It's all coming together. I say let's go to CSEC and check out that requisition officer. And then we get the heck out of Dodge. To the ward's locations, actually. Start our journey officially. I think he's down here, I believe. That's what that green dot means. We probably won't buy anything, but
Hello,
I just want to see what he has. Hello.
Show me what you got.
Any supplies?
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling
It's
me to
not.
offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Whatever.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Ooh, rare stocks. Do we get any unique items we could buy? I guess not. Well, that sucks. You know, we're not. Oh god. Just give me everything you got. Pulls out my gun. Alright. We're done here, I think, for now. We'll be back, though. We'll definitely be back to the Citadel. But yeah, we're gonna expose... Oh wait, Emily Wong. Crap. I know there's like a lot of stuff on here. Like whatever this is. Let's at least give the information to Wong. I forgot. You couldn't tell, I was busy thinking about other things. She should be just right down the stairs, right? Yeah, there she is.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the
Some
information
disc.
you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Oh,
I
you
had
owe
to
me
kill
more.
people for these
Give me
discs.
everything.
They're
Oh,
worth more than you're offering.
I didn't tell you to kill Fist. But you're right. I suppose that I did ask you to help me, so... Here, this should be more than adequate. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Holy
I should go
crap.
see what's on these discs.
thanks, Emily. Alright, now let's head out. Like I said, we'll be back for sure. Definitely be back to the Citadel.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still
Oh.
denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why
What?
communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Uh-oh. Geth, maybe? Hey, there was a keeper here. Alright, guys. I am here.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know
Okay.
is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren's not gonna get away this time.
Kick his butt.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him.
What?
But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved,
That's convenient.
but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I guess we'll
Sounds like we
start
should
there.
head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren.
That's your job.
You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long
Dina,
before
I don't like
you were
you.
a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Alright, Dina. But we can expect the Normandy? For codex and experience? Heck yeah. What's this? Normandy weapons?
Yes, Commander?
Anyway, Captain Anderson?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop things. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside,
thanks.
so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative
yes.
here on the center. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel
Yeah,
on
tell
a
me
rogue
everything.
scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
He probably did.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the
I didn't
refinery
even
to
click that one.
shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside
Oh
survived.
no.
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
Holy crap.
Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated.
That's not good to
Mission
sacrifice
accomplished.
civilians.
And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Wow.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should go.
Okay. I guess
I'll be here
goodbye.
if you need anything.
Because that's where we're gonna start. Let's get going.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives
Whoa.
100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Listen up, Normandy. This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission. We all know what happened on Eden Prime. We saw the destruction. We saw the bodies. We saw what Saren did, and I plan to make him pay.
I don't want to say nobody's gonna help
Wherever
us.
Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I like that. Look outside. Codex and experience. What was that? Nav manual?
If
What's
anyone
up,
has to
Presley?
take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Are you also
I'm in
racist?
charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones
Yeah,
to
but it's
stop
not just
don't
humanity's
need their help.
problem.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But
You
don't worry,
are.
Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned
Okay.
to Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first
Oh.
posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on,
Okay.
Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Got an impressive background. We'll talk to the rest of my crew members and see what they're about. See what they think. Alright, let's talk to Caden. See how he's doing.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical
What's
appraisal?
your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for
Oh.
now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Alright,
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
goodbye. I was like, where's Dr. Chocolates? She's over here.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure.
It seemed
I figured
boring.
the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Okay.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Okay.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations.
Wow.
Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain.
Gosh.
There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Compared, yeah, but migraines still frickin' suck.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I get them sometimes. Very rare, but like they really suck. I'm assuming the rest of my crew is down below. The slowest elevator in existence. Hello, Rex.
Nice ship you got, Shepard.
Thanks.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Okay.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Tyrannosaurus wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
That was from the Solarians, though, wasn't
And
it?
I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
Gotta admit when we're wrong,
I don't
guys.
expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made
We don't have a Solarian on our ship.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth,
Oh,
and most never get that far. Every Krogan
that's
is
horrible.
infected, everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
True.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
You're right.
So long, Rex.
That really sucks.
Shepard.
Ashley!
Commander,
What's your opinion of the last mission?
kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
Well,
No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Alright.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Alright, Ashley.
Next, Chief.
Ma'am.
Hey, Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC
I feel
wants
that.
it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
I mean, sounds good.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Also, just follow my rules. That's all I'm saying. Don't step on my toes. You can do what you want.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing.
Ooh.
I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
It is, but let's go.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system.
Tell me about our
How does it
ship.
work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location.
Oh, wow.
Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Oh, gosh.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see
That's
it.
pretty useful,
Not
like,
unless we
dang.
accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing,
Okay.
and we've got the only one.
That's really useful, to be honest.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Tantalus?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Our ship's pretty special. I mean, look at it. And there's Tally.
Your ship's amazing. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
She's so cute.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology.
I wish he could romance her as a female Shepard.
Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight.
Holy crap.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
How?
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but
that would stress me out.
Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Protheans in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Oh wow.
If our population
I mean, that makes sense, but
it
dang.
would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Conclave? I guess that's their leaders?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole.
Okay.
On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Okay.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Whoa.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Wow.
I want to know more.
How long do Quarians live?
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VR.
Well, how did they advance?
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer
that was
to
the mistake.
true AI status.
You had to know it would blow up in your face.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information.
What?
Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity.
Okay.
The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
They were adapting and growing.
Began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence.
Aww.
Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them
You
as
were on the
slaves.
border of using them as
It was
slaves?
inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us.
The way Tally's talking about it, she wasn't alive back
A
then,
general
so...
order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil.
They just wanted to live.
Space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
I don't know about that.
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out.
You don't know that either.
They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think
Friendship?
they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Okay, girl. You need to chill out.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet.
Oh.
But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
That's why they wear the suits.
By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Okay.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Nothing. We're gone.
I should go.
See you later.
Oh, we leveled up. All that information. I guess the first thing we're gonna do is go find Liara. This is the dude I was talking about that we need to buy the
supplies before you head out?
the license for.
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but well, as long as you don't mind paying.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more
Let's
than
see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
I don't use the Omni tool. I'm not a tech person at all. Alright, I say we go to our galaxy map. Did I talk to Joker? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I guess we'll talk to Joker and then look at our galaxy map.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Oh, well, that's good.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you?
No.
Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
Okay.
Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease.
Ooh.
The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander.
Well, that's good.
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot.
I mean,
By
true.
the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I guess it was
I need
you.
to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. Classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm
He doesn't
fine as
fly
long as
with
I'm
his
in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
I ain't worried about it,
Whatever you
Joker.
want, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I trust him. Did we talk to Presley? I think we did.
Yes, Commander?
No.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, let's look at our galaxy map finally. Alright. I know there's a lot of places we can check out, but we're just gonna go get Liara first. Oh god, I don't know which one she's at. guess we'll start with Sparta. Ooh. Goodbye, Citadel. Alright, we'll just start looking at every planet. This has nothing on it.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, we'll land on there. Let's read about it first. Edulus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edulus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Great! There's dust! Edulus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Ontomalic. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Oh my god. And that stuff is crazy. Day length 50 hours? Holy crap! That's crazy. This will be our squad for now. Yes. Ah, the Mako. I heard they fixed it in this edition. Alright, we got the distress signal, anomaly. I say we go to the debris first. The thing about Mass Effect 1 I love is that you can explore the planets. It's really cool. Where did Rex go? He like disappeared. Alright, she's fully up with electronics and description. We shouldn't have any problem opening anything unless I mess it up. Alright, cool. Do I need to do equipment with them? Maybe just a little bit? No! I'm trying to figure out. Give a gun. Rocket. There we go. The boosters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, cool. We always, like, land on our feet, it seems like. Come on, turn around. Before, I don't know if anyone else has played Mass Effect in the back in the heyday, but you would just tumble around like freaking crazy. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Okay, we got some minerals over here. Cool. Alright, we're still heading to this other place. This debris. There are like freaking meteors falling from the sky. It's scary, man. I would mark this planet as non-inhabitable. Alright. Oh gosh. I'm always so scared I'm gonna mess those up. Always so scared. Alright, let's go to the anomaly. Too bad we can't boost forever. There is a limit to our power. Oh, it's a freaking body. Mummified Solarian? Okay. ID tag recovered. We found Captain Milon's identification tag. How it appears impossible to know for sure. It looks pretty intact, to be honest. How long has it been here? That's kind of crazy. Okay. God, the planet looks beautiful. Look at that. That lighting. Ah, gorgeous. This looks suspicious. Surely nothing bad will happen when we get over here. Yep. A Thresher Maw. I don't like this thing. Is it right behind me? Scary. Tally, fix the Mako while we're driving in it. Oh geez. Oh geez. I can't shoot when she's fixing the Mako. I didn't kill it. It's still one shot. Die! Okay, we killed it. Holy crap. And frick. F these Thresher Maws, man! Oh no, there's a lot of bodies here. Why does it sound like it's still like... Is the sound glitched? Kohoku? We talked to him at the Citadel. That sucks. Can I turn this off? I guess not. Is the crunching noise from the rocks falling or the Thresher Maw that was supposed to be in the ground? That sucks. He was looking for them too. We overheard him a little bit. I think we're done here, so we can return to Normandy from the map. Good.